if we jump to the next match,
yes,
right, which is McAfee versus Corbin, look at the pot McAfee got when he come out.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But see, McAfee has a little bit of charisma. He's popular with what he does on commentary, like, when Shinsuke comes out, how he gets up on the desk and all of that, and he's got podcasts, and he's, all of that. He's sort of got a bit going for him. But again, it's one thing to have something going for you. It's another thing to go out and produce. And, we had, Pat McAfee, a former NFL punter, up against Happy Corbin, who, for those who don't know, played together and were roommates at the Indianapolis Colts. So they're two ex-NFL footballers. And, of course, McAfee has just signed a multi-year contract with WWE. And, Corbin was a former Golden Gloves and all the rest of it. Two big guys, like Corbin, 6'7", 285. McAfee, not much shorter. The only thing I thought, and I know this is me being probably my turn to be picky, you got someone like McAfee who's a multi-millionaire. Could he not afford a bit of ring gear when he came out in that black T-shirt and shorts and
all right? So is he meant to
runners?
Is he meant to be a wrestler?
Well, no, but wouldn't you come out in something more than a cut-off black T-shirt and shorts?
He's coming out. He's given the illusion that he's coming out for a one-time fight with this guy that's picked a fight with him. If he come out with a full wrestling gear, this guy must be getting into wrestling. He's come out as, I'm going to fight this guy, right? So for me, it made sense psychology-wise.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that for a reason.
I'll bow to your better judgment.
No. This is my opinion.
That's fair.
No, this is my opinion because we questioned it when he walked out. We were talking amongst ourselves exactly what you brought up. I said, look at this guy's the pop. He's not wearing anything bright. He's coming out and cut off and that. And then we're talking about it. I said, I think it's because he's coming out. This is a fight for him. He's not coming out to be a pro wrestler. This guy's pissed him off, treated him bad. He's going to have a fight with him.
What did you think of that choir? Yeah, that bum-ass choir.
Yeah, I like that, actually. It put a smile on my face, actually. After the match I just watched and what had happened with Edge coming out, I've gone, nothing can brighten my day now. And actually, they did. They did do my day.
It was a bit different, certainly unexpected.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was... What do you think, Anthony?
I thought it was something that was a bit different that hasn't been done.
Well, certainly not like that. No, we've had sort of choirs before or whatever, but certainly not like that. I think that was really, really quite funny.
It was good. I
think that's what they need to get back to, a little bit of funny and a bit of entertainment. In its heyday, there was a bit of funny stuff and a bit of entertainment. People like The Rock and some of the stuff, some of the funny things that happened as well. Because you need a bit of entertainment.
This is true. And I think what's happening, it's getting real stale at the moment.
As we are, you can't just be straight wrestling. Yeah. There needs to be something to break the mood a bit. There needs to be a bit of humour. You need to have people in the crowd smiling, people happy. Because then you don't give them a reason not to come back if you do that. But anyway,
this match
McAfee started off well with a super kick and that Hurricane Rana and bit of early advantage, but then Corbin sort of took control, and it was mainly outside of the ring, and the whole announce table, and had to go at Michael Cole and the big swanton bomb. Although he didn't look too comfortable up on that top turnbuckle, I thought, shit, he's going to fall over and crack his head.
Yeah,
that was a wee bit of a worry, but I don't know about the match. He certainly got one back on Corbin with a shot to the nuts.
Yeah. Look,
soft finish though. Maybe.
Yeah, soft finish, but I don't think this feud's done between these two.
Oh no.
I think if you had a really decisive big ass finish, I think it would just end off. I think this will creep on. This may creep on all the way to Survivor Series, I reckon. It might creep on.
Little Nate, Charles Robinson, the referee, you knew there was going to be a referee bump in it.
Yeah,
the
he's
minute
good at it.
Out, I thought, there'll be a referee bump here.
He's good at it.
I like him. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Match was okay. Once again, McAfee, for a guy that come from a completely different business, he's more known for his podcasts and stuff like that now. And he was an athlete, still is an athlete, right? But his transformation to wrestling is better than Logan Paul's because he's got psychology already. His psychology is good. Yeah. For a guy that's had, I don't know, a handful of matches.
Yeah.
I don't know how many, maybe not 2 or 3, you know. His psychology is good. Really good. Like, you know, I was expecting for he didn't really miss a beat for a guy. Corbin's been around for a while, but we've always spoken about Corbin. He's a guy that, I don't know, he just looks gangly and just doesn't look right in there. And I think he's always been a little bit like that, but his massive size sort of gets him over with we used to get him over with Vince. But because he's a big fella.
6'7", 285. I mean, he's a big unit.
Agile too. Like when you see him do that, you see him do that Bubba Rogers thing, the boss man where he slides underneath the rope and comes back around. That's not a guy that big, not easy. And he's fit too. He's not out of shape. Right? But he's a bit of, you know, would he really move the Richter as a main eventer? No. They've tried already. But I think Pat McAfee, if Pat said I'm going to wrestle all the time now, I'm not going to be an announcer anymore, and you gave him 2 years, he's in that top guys that are looking at contesting or holding titles.
Okay.
I would say that much about McAfee.
He's certainly got the potential.
Yeah, potential.
Absolutely.
You give him 2 years, just, you know, but I don't know where his head's at because I don't know what McAfee would be. He'd have to be in his 30s, wouldn't he?
Oh,
have to be, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Right? You're going to take bumps, you know, 3 or 4 nights a week and travel around, and might just be happy just to do the odd match here and there. And
I think he
get
is.
His rocks
From what
off
I gather, he's happy just to get involved. And Corbin obviously is a good mate. So it's a good run with your mate, you know, and you have a bit of fun. You get each other over. But yeah, I think his if
you had got that guy 10 years ago, you'd be now talking about him in Cena terms. You wouldn't be talking about him in like, you know, as an announcer that's doing a part-time thing. You'd be talking to him now as in Cena terms. That's the truth. That's what I think about McAfee. He's potentially that good. I mean, there's probably a little bit more upside to Logan Paul in the way of his age.
Well, his age and his profile to some degree.
But will he ever get the psychology side of things right? That's the question. Well, that'll be the thing. He needs to go and train with someone that's going to teach him that more than the physical movement. You would think that where Miz is really, really strong is in the psychology side of things. I think his strongest point of his wrestling is around the psychology side of things.
So you
would think that would be he'd be in his ear. But whether sometimes you can tell people something a million times and they just don't get it.
Or they don't want to get it because they're out there and the spotlight's on. And
I just want to do as many big flashy moves, have people and then go on my Instagram page. Look what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know, but time will tell.
Time will tell.
What do you think, young Anthony?
I was impressed with Pat McAfee. Like, I never saw him in the ring before Mania, but from Mania to now, he's seriously impressed me. And
he does train a lot, apparently, in the Performance Center.
Oh, you can tell, like, the way he's doing stuff, yeah. When I first heard this match, I went, what's Corbin got involved in this? But once I told the story about them being roommates and being on the same team and yada yada, I'm like, okay, there's some heat behind this. Not enough heat, but there's something there. I honestly, I was very interested in this match. Like, I was interested in the sense of I wanted to see how it was going to go. Because I even said this to Manson earlier, I'm like, do you put McAfee over, which they did, or do you put Corbin over?
Yeah.
I
think McAfee was always going to go over.
Yeah, but like you could also have had Corbin go over as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just more to think of like what would be the next thing that they were going to do. But aside from that, I gave this a 6.
I actually gave it a 6 as well. Yeah.
5.
5 for Mick.
5 for me. Yeah,
Uh,
it was good. It was a good match. Yeah, good match. I think that the lack of direction towards the end, sort of like, and I just seen Edge come out, so my mood was not great. So
yeah,
that would be it for me. But it was a good solid match. It was a good solid match.